Right, welcome back. And in his speech addressing the BRICS group, the Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli was attending on behalf of the President, delivered a statement, or the statement of Egypt, in which he, of course, expressed appreciation and welcomed this historic step for joining the BRICS, and reiterated Egypt's constant policy of trying to find solutions to world's challenges and conflicts, plus, of course, seeking to address the causes of the southern countries, and Egypt's keenness, of course, of being in support for the BRICS initiatives and work and common work. To highlight the issue, we have with us over the phone His Excellency Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Good afternoon to you, Your Excellency.
Good afternoon to you, Bayoumi.
Thank you so much. Let me here take your reading to the BRICS inviting three important Arab countries, three important regional powers: Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates.
It is one more circle widening our relations in trade and investment and economy. As you well know, we started by the Arab Fold with 7 Arab countries in 1946. We established an Arab large free trade area in 2005. Then we have the COMESA with 21 African countries. Since 2019, it became the large Africa free trade area, 51 countries. And among all these, the big challenge that we signed an association agreement with Europe, European Union. We have a small agreement also, which is not well known, with Mercosur countries. It is a group of Latin America countries. So now we are adding another circle of relations in trade, in economy, in investment, and even in it has its political dimension also. So I am happy to see this. And now we have the largest number of population in China and in India. We can address this. This is good. Not good enough, because it will be really good if we produce quantities and the qualities of products which would address the Chinese, the Indian, and the Russian market to satisfy them. Mind you that we are, from now, very good partners. India and Egypt and Yugoslavia in the 70s established a free trade area. Then it was stopped. With Russia, up till mid-70s, Russia was our main trade partner by 60% of our foreign trade. Now it's not more than 9%. If we restore all this, if we are ready to produce enough commodities with high quality, which can compete with China and India and Russia and so on, then we are on the road.
Your Excellency, we here have to speak about two parts of the issue. Joining the BRICS from one side, from on the geopolitical scene, and on the economic one, because we are not there to compete, Your Excellency, and to see which products can compete with other countries' markets, but to find common opportunities with those countries, and how can we compensate each other, or complete or complement each other, and that is creating from chances opportunities. Your Excellency, how far do you think that joining the BRICS by 3 Arab countries would be or would put its influence on the geopolitical scene?
It is another new dimension to our foreign relations, foreign trade, and foreign economy. Mind you that Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and the Emirates are members in the large Arab free trade area. So we are adding this dimension to our relations. It could be an addition to our relations. But how we can export to Russia, to China or India, unless we satisfy their taste and their request for specific commodities. China now is the largest partner to United States. How did they do this? By competing, by making either parts of the American production or the whole American production in China cheaper, and then they use the same brand name of the American. And here is a question. That's why allow me to insist on the quality and the quantity. Otherwise, you cannot gain this game at all.
Indeed, we have to compete with the kind of quality with our products in order to be able to satisfy the markets at large. But here is another issue of cooperation and coordinating what both or each side needs from the other. And this in itself is an opportunity. So what kind of opportunities can we find together by joining the BRICS? And I'm not just speaking about Egypt, but rather I'm speaking about three Arab countries.
Look to what our Prime Minister did yesterday. He visited one large company which is producing cars. We can make a sort of a car produced by combination of things produced in Egypt, in China, in India. I want to draw your attention that most of the European cars are not made in one country. You have the motor in France, you have the chassis in Sweden, and so on. That's what it answers your question. Of course, we can have a sort of complementary products, and we make a sort of, to be specialized in one part of a car or one part of a TV set or anything like that. So the coordination and cooperation in industry is huge. Also, one dimension I want to mention that now we are telling investors in the world that if you come and invest in our country, in Egypt, then you are not addressing the Egyptian market only, which is 110 inhabitants, but you have now the Arab free trade area, the African free trade area, the European Association Agreement, and now we have a new market of more than 3,000 million inhabitants. This is a big challenge, and I hope that this will attract much more investors from all over the world to come to invest in Egypt because of this, and because of the position of Egypt on the world map. We are in the middle of everywhere, and thus you can sell it. You can sell the place, and here is the wise idea of the Suez Canal zone, that countries are coming to produce in Suez Canal zone and then address all these markets and then be very near to their traditional market in Europe and in the Americas, instead of crossing the whole continents in order to reach the market. So production in Suez Canal and even storing in Suez Canal zone will be an addition. We can market for it with our new partners.
Right. Your Excellency, Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, former Assistant Foreign Minister, we thank you so much for being with us here over the phone. Thank you so much. And moving on with our discussion, and as I said, Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli, who participated in the BRICS summit and gave an address speech to the group on behalf of President Fattah al-Sisi, welcomed all initiatives and projects aimed at achieving joint interests or the joint interests of the group and building kind of sustainable partnership. Definitely offered Egypt's keenness to strengthen the cooperation of Egypt to all member states. Egypt has an important partnership with most of the countries in the BRICS, all rather, and definitely Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates both have significant weight. Before we continue on with our discussion, let's first have this report. We'll come back for more discussion.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi hailed the BRICS announcement of inviting Egypt to join its membership as of January 2024. In a statement, the head of state expressed appreciation of confidence of all the BRICS countries with whom we have close relations. President Sisi added that Egypt looks forward to cooperating with the BRICS during the coming period, as well as with the invited countries, to achieve goals of the bloc towards strengthening economic cooperation. The head of state asserted that such efforts are to raise the voice of countries of the South regarding various development issues and challenges. On behalf of President Sisi, Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli participated in BRICS summit. Delivering Egypt's speech in high-level dialogue session on Africa's cooperation with BRICS, Madbouli said Egypt is looking forward to be an active and effective member at BRICS and enhancing cooperation with other members in various domains at the bilateral and multilateral levels. The Prime Minister praised the step by BRICS to expand its members, saying the move would contribute in making the bloc more active and capable of expressing its visions at the international level. Madbouli reviewed Egypt's vision in all domains with regards to the frameworks of cooperation between developing nations and the BRICS in the coming stage, which calls for intensifying regional and international efforts and coordination to confront the food crisis and its repercussions. The BRICS bloc of developing nations had agreed on Thursday to admit Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Ethiopia, Argentina, and the United Arab Emirates in a move aimed at accelerating its push to reshuffle a world order it sees as outdated. In deciding in favor of an expansion, the bloc's first in 13 years, BRICS leaders left the door open to future enlargement as dozens more countries voiced interest in joining a grouping they hope can level the global playing field. The expansion adds economic heft to BRICS, whose current members are China, the world's second largest economy, as well as Brazil, Russia, India, and South Africa. It could also amplify its declared ambition to become a champion of the global South.